D-Style and Boxing Librarian. And all these guys do is try to mock other people and be sarcastic. But then in the process, they don't quote anybody correctly. They don't say anything that people are saying. They just twist it out of context and make it sound ridiculous, because none of the things they say is actually what anybody is saying.
DStyleBoxing was being sarcastic. No! No way! What? DStyleBoxing was being sarcastic? Yeah, it was being sarcastic. Can you believe that shit? Yeah, Sean Ewan just pointed it out. We didn't know this whole time. You know, like, you didn't know he was sarcastic? No, we didn't know that. No, nobody knows DStyle sarcastic. Nobody knows that. Fucking moron. Alright? Look. Alright, first of all, keep in mind, in this video, Boxing Librarian and I did, we never mentioned Sean Ewan. Sean Ewan's name never came up. Alright? Sean Ewan is doing a post-show reaction video, basically, about our content. So I just want to make sure, I want everybody to understand that. Alright? I know that's pointing out the obvious, I get it. Okay, but I just want to kind of put that out there. So nobody comes out and says, oh, D-Style, he's so arrogant. He's such an asshole. Like, no. You see, this is what these guys do. Right? I'm not gonna quote him. I'm just gonna play the video, because he comes out and says, oh, I never said that. Like, yeah, you did. Right here, I'll just play the video. Let's continue.
Nathan Cleverly and a 50-year-old Bernard Hopkins, who the majority of them were picking Bernard Hopkins to win because he was black. You know, one well-known particular person who always works with beats and rhymes, he picked Pascal to beat Kovalev. He picked B-Hop to pick Kovalev. And he said that if Stevenson fought Kovalev, he would pick Stevenson to beat Kovalev. So obviously now he's also picking Ward to beat Kovalev. What's the common denominator? And don't say me making a race, because he specifically said that. He said, yeah, I'm going to support the black guy. And that's what he's doing. But that's fine, because...
See, what we have here is Sean Ewan wants to make a point. And since he couldn't get the material from a video that myself and Boxing Librarian did, he needs to go ahead and do this little trick where he'll start quoting somebody from that works with boxing beats and rhymes, that's been doing nothing but picking black fighters against Kovalev, to kind of prove something about the video that Boxing Librarian and myself did, in which we never talked about any of that. You could go listen to the video. We never talked about any of that. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I think about that? Here's what I think about that, right? The guy that picked, okay, this well-known guy, okay, whoever you're talking about, he might even be subscribed to me. I don't know, right? But whoever this guy is, that sounds like his problem, Sean. Okay, that's not my problem. Like, what are you talking about? Like, oh no! Like, I didn't pick Pascal to beat Kovalev, and I'll let Boxing Librarian speak for himself for whoever he picked, right? I never said Stevenson would beat Kovalev. You see, what are you talking about? So because there's a black guy out there, you just throw out, oh, there's a black guy. Like, think about this. He's doing a post video about myself and Boxing Librarian, right? He couldn't get that out of our mouths, so he went all the way to Boxing Beats and Rhymes' page, right? Picked out somebody that works with Boxing Beats and Rhymes, or does videos with him, collabs, whatever you want to call it, participates in his hangouts, and his individual always picks black fighters because he supports black fighters. Sean Ewan says that's fine, but obviously he doesn't think that's fine because he has a problem with it. And somehow Sean Ewan thinks that's my problem. Like if it's my problem that some random black dude in some random channel picked black guys against Kovalev. And what the fuck does that have to do with me? Nothing. Nothing. No, this is just shit that's in his head. He can't get this shit off his head. It has nothing to do. Now let's address the next thing here.
And then guys like DStyles and Boxing Librarian want to like act as if Barrera and Brand are these great names to throw on a resume that make it so he deserves to be pound for pound number one. They are fine, stay busy, prepare for Kovalev fights. Nobody's saying they're not. We just said, many people, we'd rather have seen him fight Shabransky. And nobody made Shabransky out to be a monster. So while you guys sit there and mock Shabransky constantly, you're just making yourself look like fucking idiots. Because now Shabransky is ranked in the top 10. Unlike Brandt, who was never ranked in the top 10 at 168, and definitely not at 175.
Look, I'm going to be 100% honest. I did not like the Brand fight. Right.
Oh, no, I didn't. I was very open about that. I said I would have liked to seen a better opponent, but, you know, I always said that because old fighters fought weak opponents in between big fights, I can't really be a hypocrite and criticise Ward for doing that as well.
But, given the fact that, okay, let's say he didn't fight anybody until he fought Kovalev. Okay, he fought Barrera in March, and if he would have fought Kovalev in November, that would have been okay. Like, we don't have to count the Brand fight. He had to fight. It is what it is. I don't like that fight. Right? I actually hate that fight, to be honest with you, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't count the Paul Smith fight either from 2015.
You can listen to those guys go around and around trying to discredit people and basically just talk bullshit and not say anything that anybody has actually fucking said. Not using any fucking quotes, not using anything that's in context. And not talking about how the people they support
and fight Kovalev.
Well, I think it's because he realised that, you know, it was too much of a risk to face this relative unknown who's been dropped on his backside a few times and hasn't really beaten anybody, except for Yunieski Gonzalez. So he probably thought it'd be better to get beat by the more known Kovalev.
Oh, you know what it is, though? I think once Ward saw that sparring video, he was like, holy shit. I'm gonna avoid that. He looked at his promoter, he looked at Jay-Z over there, he's like, the Rock Nation, you keep that guy away from me.
Don't get me that guy, don't get me that guy.
No, I don't want to fight that guy. Holy shit, he knocked down the sparring partner. This isn't good. Okay, I need to avoid this guy at all costs. Okay, give me the ring with Kovalev. I'd rather fight Kovalev than this beast. Right? Shabransky, right? You know what, man? Shabransky better be, the way he's been hyped, like, I'm expecting, like, the next big thing. I don't know about you, but the way they've been talking about him. Shabransky better be, like, one of the best fighters I've ever seen.
I actually saw a comment DStyle from someone in Ecuador, and someone had left a comment under a channel saying, oh well, why didn't Ward fight Shabransky? And basically the comment back was, well, it's much better for Ward to get beaten up by Kovalev than get beaten up by Shabransky and embarrassed.
Right. Because that's totally the why. So if Ward would have fought Shabransky, right, and slayed that dragon from the amazing murderous row, right? By the way, I want to talk about the murderous row at light heavyweight right now.
Kovalev would happily fight Ward instead rather than face the killer targeting him in his crosshairs.
But by the way, quick disclosure. This is not me playing satire. There's actually people that call this a murderous row, right? Just a quick side note.
I know it.
But anyway, so first of all, so let me get this straight. Who's in a murderous row at 175?
Lloyd.
So it's Kovalev, Shabransky. Oh, no, hold on. Let me start over. I apologize. Shabransky's number 1, and then Kovalev number 2, right? Or it's Kovalev 3?
I'd put Kovalev 2. He's definitely behind Shabransky, but, yeah.
I think Shabransky annihilates Kovalev. By the way, they're talking about Shabransky. He knocks him out in 2 rounds. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, it goes to figure, because, I mean, Shabransky would destroy Ward quite easily, and you know, so I can't imagine.
Zabransky, Kovalev. Who's the other guy? Like Shabradashavlov, or what's the other?
Artem
Basaviev, or whatever. Right. So, who is that guy? Like, why is he feared? Why is he in a murderous row?
He defeated Kovalev as an amateur.
Defeated Kovalev as an amateur. Okay. What else has he done?
Not much. He beat up Tavoris Cloud, who fought Hopkins.
Okay.
I'm sure it was Tavoris Cloud, yeah.
So this makes him murderous row. Like, what? Why is it beating Cloud? Like, what?
D-Style and Boxing Librarian. And all these guys do is try to mock other people and be sarcastic. But then in the process, they don't quote anybody correctly. They don't say anything that people are saying. They just twist it out of context and make it sound ridiculous, because none of the things they say is actually what anybody is saying.